friends. It's been so long since I've made an energy update for the full moon, but it's about time. I don't think I've done it at all, like all the year pretty much. Maybe at the beginning of the year I did one. My bangs have grown out, and that is not the only change. That's actually what I'm going to be talking about today. So let's first get into, maybe I'll pull a card and then we'll talk more about the energies. Okay, so normally I do a full tarot spread for the full moon energy, but today I'm gonna pull just one card, or two since they flipped over. Okay, so the major themes and energy that we're gonna be feeling from the Scorpio full moon on May 1st, and that is the first full moon of 2 full moons that we will be experiencing in May, so that's also pretty exciting and why I kind of wanted to jump in here and talk to you guys. We got the Page of Swords and the Queen of Wands. I love the Queen of Wands because she is, when that card shows up for me, we are in our element, we are in our full highest ascended version of ourselves. We are magic, we are limitless. It's just, you know, anything is always possible, but this is where we're really taking care of ourselves in a way and able to share that gift with others. And then the Page of Swords is really interesting because that really throws us into our conversation about Uranus and Gemini, which is the main thing I wanted to talk about. What I'm hoping to do with this video is kind of throw in some like PowerPoint slides, presentation type pictures in the video, because I think that like that's something that really helps me learn. And when I'm talking about astrological aspects and shifts, I don't do that often. My main focus is tarot, but that's what I'm going to get to with the Uranus and Gemini. So basically, the way I will be delivering this video and the changes I'm making with my content, it's going to be kind of a constant experiment for me right now because Uranus has moved into Gemini. So what does that mean? So with the Page of Swords, I would tell you, you know, you're feeling the winds of change, and the page has this very exuberant, childlike energy towards that new thing. And what Uranus and Gemini is going to bring is it's going to bring this radical transformative shift, and it's basically about the art of change. And why do I say that? So Uranus represents the energies of Aquarius, and so if you know anything about Aquarius, it is a sign that loves revolutionary forward thinking. It is about our society. It is about us as a collective. So for me, Uranus has always been such an interesting planet to watch move. Because when I started learning about astrology around 2016, obviously I've been very interested in it, but I really dived into some more the bigger planetary aspects back around 2016, 2017, 2018. And in 2018, Uranus moved into Taurus. And I received such an impactful download about how Uranus is going to really change how we see and understand money. And we saw that. We've seen the transformation, this total lifting of the veil around, you know, value and what the dollar represents. And there's just so much, like with Bitcoin and getting these subsidies checks from the government, and there's just so much that has changed. So I think I have like a very personal connection to the energy of Uranus, and I have this knowing and understanding about it. So I really want to try to communicate that with you guys and share that knowledge with you. And so that for me is what Uranus in Gemini is about. Gemini is about communication. Gemini is a shifting, transforming, you know, it molds and folds into new things constantly. It doubles. It is a hard energy to pin down. So with Uranus being a planet that ushers in change and teaming up with this energy of Gemini, I have a feeling things are going to be constantly changing and shifting and moving and grooving, and it's going to feel so overwhelming for people because as humans, we just don't vibe with that kind of flow. There's a certain level of flow state that I think is going to be required for our capacity of this energy. It's kind of a big deal, and I'm kind of, as much as I'm excited about it, I am making this video because I believe it will help guide people through this energy. I think younger children are really going to dig the next 7 years and really have a lot of fun growing within this constantly shifting, the ground is moving, the lights are flashing, and at the same time, people who have really settled down and feel like they are grounded in the same everyday thing, their world is about to get shaken up. So it is, it's going to affect everyone differently. And the way that you can see how it will affect you directly is by looking at your birth chart, which I don't offer birth chart readings or astrological readings, but I would be happy to guide you on how to find and look up this information if you are more interested in that, alongside maybe like a tarot reading or an energy reading for you. So for me, Gemini, my moon is in Gemini. My moon is in Gemini in the 10th house. What does that mean? Most people are familiar with their big three. So you got the sun, the moon, the rising. There's all the planets are in a place when we're born. So we have all these different things going on within our chart that represent how these planets directly affect us. For me, the way that I see it is the reason that this video is being made and that I'm able to even communicate all of this, because this is not normally something I share collectively, is that my moon in Gemini, I'm on an inner world level, constantly shifting, constantly changing, and really familiar with that chrysalis to butterfly energy. And it is also in my 10th house. So on an inner level, I understand it. Also on a professional level, it is something that I'm familiar with. And so for Uranus and Gemini to be transiting my 10th house, it does feel like it kind of has to do with what I offer, what my services are as far as my work, and what I can do for the people I work with. So basically, I think that's why I will be kind of changing how I do things, jumping into trying new ways to send out videos and make content, and also the way I offer services to help guide people through these times, because these times are changing, so the way that I offer services are going to be changing, and I think that's great. I think for me, I get this, talk about butterflies, like I get this excitement, like this rush basically, and I think a lot of Gemini energy people will really feel into that, and I think they'll be a really big guide for us. And at the same time, we got to feel like we're in our element. We got to be really connected to our magic. So let me help you. Let me walk alongside you. Let me, stand with you on this journey. I think I'm someone who you can really trust during these times of transformation, and unease might be another word, but the way we're communicating is going to be changing. There's going to be so much technological advances. I'm telling you, it's going to, like, if you're already freaking out, like, I mean, I am scared too, but if we guide it in the right direction, if we kind of, you know, go with the flow in the way that it doesn't overwhelm us, I really think that we are going to come out of this next 7 years in such a beautiful place. And then Uranus will be moving into Cancer, and woman will be guiding, the matriarch will be leading us into a new home in a new world. It's kind of just, to me, this change has been happening for so long, and people will make videos about all different transits about how that represents that. But for me, Uranus is just such an interesting planet to focus in on and understand. So do your own research about it. Discernment is going to be really important when working with these energies, but reach out to me. We can talk more. I'll do another reading probably soon. Like I said, I'm going to be trying new things with the Scorpio full moon. We're going to be feeling the intensity of that. You know, take a nap if you need, hide under a blanket, or go out and, you know, just ride the waves of that intensity. I believe and trust in you. You got this. Don't overthink it. Gemini will do the mental gymnastics. Let's avoid that altogether. So find the practices that ground you, keep you in your body and out of your head during this flow state that we're about to enter. Okay, you got this.